gotta get this cash. I gotta get this cash. I gotta get this money. I gotta get this money. I gotta get this cash. I gotta get this cash. I gotta get this money.
All right, morning, truck buddies. Airborne Trucker checking in from Yulee, Florida. So, had some good dumb luck. Like I said, sometimes you got to go into the reviews of these companies and see what other drivers say. So I had a 12 o'clock appointment, and here it is 9 o'clock, and I'm getting unloaded. So that's some good dumb luck. I'll take it. Pretty sure I'm going to take some more of this cheap freight to peddle around here in Florida, which is fine. We all make choices and decisions, so, you know, hey, it is what it is. Like I said, can't complain. Stopped by the house last night. Hey, it's a great feeling when you can get by the house during the week. You know, you can, have a home cooked meal, see your spouse, significant other, see your kids, sleep in your bed, shower, eat, just do normal stuff that you have to do on the weekend when you don't make it to the house and whatnot. So they really don't have parking because the way how they're set up, they're inside of another business. All right, so there's like a gate inside of a gate, but there is like I think it was a Circle K that's like a half a mile down the road, or I think there's a dead end street you can park in, and then you can creep on inside the gate. But like I said, very friendly. One of the best Blue Links I've been to, because a lot of these Blue Links are like strictly by appointment, So sometimes you just never know. Sometimes you can get lucky. And this time I got lucky. Like I said, I pulled in. The guy was, hey, just pull up to that blue line, and I walk around and I'll check you in. So of course he didn't know what time my appointment was. I did, but sometimes you got to play stupid, or just you if you're cordial with everybody, you usually don't get a hard time with people. So he went down and said, hey, your appointment's at 12 o'clock. We're gonna of course work in the appointments, and you shouldn't be here until 12 o'clock. So we'll get you to you as soon as we can. Hey, yes sir, no problem. Appreciate it. And that's all you can ask for, man. Like I said, sometimes, it's better be lucky than good, or however that saying goes. So, got some dumb luck right now, and so we're going to keep riding the hot hand. See you on the next one. All right, here we go. A load of shingles. It's the only two options I had. Either pick up out of Orange Park to go to Clearwater, or Jacksonville to Clearwater, or Orange Park to Wilmington, North Carolina. So to try to make a little bit of revenue or make up for the earlier in the week. I can't say earlier in the week because it's already Wednesday, whatever. I went ahead and took the load to Wilmington. I should grab something from Wilmington. There's a few areas that we can pick up from Wilmington, but we'll see how that goes. I'm done betting. I keep saying that, but I always get that itch because I think I know and I don't know nothing. All right. So if I would have loaded these, I would have put the single in the middle, but whatever, it'll ride, you know. You put the single in the back. Like I say, you should have put the single in the middle, but I couldn't see when he was loading it, or I would have told him to do that if he could have, but it'll ride regardless of the fact, so it's no big deal. Okay. So I'm gonna stop. I like literally gotta stop and get a truck wash. I think I passed one on the way because I'm definitely 2 weeks in without a wash. It say 2 weeks, but it's actually 1 week, but just try to stay on top of it and you'd be good to go. So I think I passed one on the way. Actually, I think I passed two. I think I passed, there's one in Georgia, a little mom and pop stop. Problem is it's just so damn slow, but I should be able to catch them in time and get my credit and get off the naughty list. But here we go. Morning, truck buddies. Airborne Trucker checking in from Wilmington, North Carolina. So I like, you drive for so long. I'm not saying I've been driving forever, but been with the company almost 4 years, and every now and then some of the places you go to, you'll come full circle. Now I delivered here before, probably when I first started driving, but I came from the opposite direction, so it kind of messed me up. So I was probably the days when I first started driving, I wasn't following the local directions. I was just following the damn GPS, which don't ever do that. Make sure you always, get yourself situated, look at the local directions, whatever's on your dispatch, and, kind of plan accordingly and drive accordingly. But, like I said, when I delivered here a few years back, it's like a line of trucks. Literally right here, all the way in front, almost to the street. It's room for like, 3 trucks max. All right. But the reason why I didn't park here last night is because of this right here. I knew nobody was going to be in the office right away. I knew it was going to kind of be a while for a load, and they have parking, but they don't have parking. So I just slept in. I drove up the 20 miles. So I wasn't waking up at 6 to get unloaded just to sit here till 9 o'clock. All right. So sometimes you got to kind of think about those things when you do park up at a place, and if you're going to be able to, to sit out the way after you're empty to wait on your next dispatch. Because the guy asked me, he's like, you got another load yet? So no, not yet. I said, ain't nobody in office yet. So it's whatever. But it's kind of cool how this shipment worked out, because I pulled up and the guy started looking at it and he was like, he kind of sighed. I'm like, okay, what the hell is this about? So he's breaking down to how some of the shingles, they're manufactured in different plants and they mark them a certain way. He said usually they get their shingles from the up north plants. But I said, yeah, this one came from another store. He said, yeah, I know. So I'm just kind of trying to figure out why they order these, because they're color specific. Like if you need like X amount, it's color specific. So I don't know. I said, somebody thought it was a good idea. He said, yeah. So after he finished unloading me, come to find out, it is for a special job that's in town. There's a customer that has 2 roofs that they have to do, or they have 2 projects basically, and that's the color that they need. So I should have known it was a method to the madness. Either or, I don't care. I was just making conversation. I just want you to sign my paper and get it off my truck. But yeah, so that's kind of neat how some of the stuff is color coded and color matched, and to be specific, because he said they use different granules on certain plants, which I kind of knew but didn't know, excuse me. All right, so now we're just waiting. There's a few things that's in the area to pick up, but the only thing is, with it being Thursday, I'm needing directional freight. So directional freight means I might have to sit longer. Now, like I said, luckily it's a little bit of space. It's kind of slow, and trucks aren't running up in and out of here. So I've got more than enough room to hang out for a little bit. So hopefully I should be dispatched within the next 30 minutes or so. That's why I left at 7:30. Got up here at 8. Got unloaded around 8:30. All right, so I should have known, even though my fleet manager's an hour behind me, he should be in the office working on whatever, trying to scrounge up some stuff for me and everybody else. But like I said, if I would have got here at last night, I would have been parked up. But like I said, I only used 30 minutes to get here. It wasn't even 30 minutes. So do that. Wait, but yeah, there's a few places. I think there's the port. There's actually a drywall plant close, and a warehouser, and they're gonna be. That's pretty daggone close. So I think I worked out dropping this one off here today, compared to taking the shingles down to Clearwater, and no, Lord knows, telling what I would have bounced back to. But I think I'm gonna inquire about this dedicated. I ain't gonna say dedicated account, but there's a dedicated loads out of Owens Corning in Jacksonville. Now, rumor on the street is it's hard to get on there, but I don't see how, because I had the option to pick up out of there 3 times. All right, so somebody's slacking. But the only thing about that, when you do dedicated, you got to have a different mindset. Even if you do boats, if you do specialized, everything's different from line haul. You got to run your clock accordingly and do things accordingly. But I think that dedicated, you'd have to try to do almost 2 loads a day somehow. I don't know how that would work out, but revenue wise. But I mean, from what I'm doing now, it's about the damn same. So hell, might as well. I might drop a little bit, but you figure it out. Like I said, once you get that taste of going home in the middle of the week, man, it's like, damn, I could be doing this all the time, or more than just 34 hours, but whatever. But yeah, we're patiently waiting for our next dispatch. Like I said, need direction of freight going back down south, so it's no telling where I'm going to end up. So now we wait. Oh, I didn't talk about my truck buddy from Friday. All right, so I didn't. There's a driver, stays in Florida. He's on a Lowe's account. Was tarping his load, and I guess he stepped off and fell. Now here's the thing. There's gonna be some places that don't allow you to tarp on site. That's one of the reasons why, because the liability issue, or you got to wear a harness, because anything happened that you fall off the load. But I think he said the tarps were wet, and he misstepped and he fell 13 feet. Now here's the thing. I say, you didn't get it. He said, yeah, nothing happened to me, but I don't remember waking up. I'm like, yeah, you got a concussion, dude. Like, you might not think you do, but you had a concussion. If you lost any consciousness from the time that you fell off the truck till you woke up in the hospital, you were unconscious. You have a head injury. But thank God, I mean, that's the only thing that happened. He said no broke bones. He fell on his side. Hold on. Yeah, fell on the side, so he got lucky. He got really, really, really lucky. But gave him a ride back towards the house. It wasn't nothing extra for me to do. Like I said, the safety guy, I think he's my safety guy, was trying to buy me lunch or something. I was like, man, don't worry about it, dude. And so I'm blessed. I'm gonna continue to be blessed. Just try to do right by folks. I think it was a slight inconvenience that I had to stop, but I had to tarp anyway, so it's all good. So he got home. He's hoping to get his truck back, and I told him, like, if you out of your truck more than a week, you can cancel Christmas, dude. You ain't getting that truck back, because he said he was broke down. Or I can say broke down. He recovered 3 trucks in a week, and when he finally got a good truck, of course, he falls off the truck. So you also have to be careful when you're on top of stuff like that. Heights don't bother me. All right, the only thing that bothers me is like if I'm on something, if it's windy, I'm on paper rolls, because there's in Danville, Illinois, where we get paper rolls. You actually have to walk. Well, Lynchburg too, but it's worse in Illinois because the ice and the frost. All right, you have to walk your tarps out. You got to walk on top of the paper rolls, and of course it's slick. It's got, it's not flat. It's kind of flat, but it ain't flat. So you got to exercise extra caution when you're walking on stuff like that, or if you're walking on something that's not even. Always try to make have a visual reference of the holes, of how everything's loaded. Sometimes it works out, sometimes it don't. That's why I'll take the extra whatever time it takes for me to pull the tarp off to make sure, I don't fall off or nothing. Because I'm telling you, 13 feet. Hey, I said, thank God he only had a slight concussion and no broke bones or nothing else, because that could have been real ugly. But yeah, man, here we go, here we wait. So I don't know. Let me start rambling. I know y'all got better stuff to do. We'll see you on the next one. All right, so I'm about 10 miles from my delivery. Now, I was tempted to go park there. They kind of got parking. Now, the thing is, I got a good feeling it's going to be more than one truck there tomorrow. But I ain't going to worry about that now. I just stopped at the rest area. It's 10 miles away. So, got a bathroom if need be. Enjoying some of the sun before it goes down. So I'm just sitting on this bench. So, shout out to my truck buddy I ran into. I was trying to tell him, hey, he's been in this truck for 2 weeks now. And I was trying to tell him, hey, don't worry about other folks. Don't just drive your truck. If you're trying to park and folks are getting impatient, hey, it is what it is. Because he was trying to park in a parking spot, and he had got kind of close to the damn trailer, and I honked the horn at him. So he went ahead and stopped, and pulled forward and got situated. But don't never rush when you're trying to park, because when it's all said and done, if you hit something, you're the one that got to call safety. You got to talk to safety, not the other driver or anybody else that's getting impatient. So I seen him. He was backing into his spot. He got a little close. I honked the horn at him. He stopped. He pulled forward and he readjusted. All right. So same thing in the truck stop. You trying to park? Hey, like I said, you hit something, it's on you. So just take your time and don't get in a hurry. Turn your radio off. You turn your CB off and do what you got to do and get situated. So it's gonna be a nice early night. Might walk around, walk for a lap or two, burn some most needed calories. And tomorrow's Friday, be 150 miles from the house. So I wonder how long it's gonna take for me to get dispatched and where am I gonna go to, because I can pick up in Savannah, I can go to Willacoochee, or I can go down to back to Jacksonville to pick up. Lord knows what's gonna happen. So I'm not holding my breath, but I do got a feeling tomorrow morning it's gonna be a line full of trucks, and we'll see. See you in the morning.